Good morning, everyone. I have had many of you ask over the years that you would like me to do an intricate day in the life, kind of a step-by-step of how I prioritize my day. So here it is. It took me a long time to do this because I am a very private person and I don't care to share every little thing about me. But if it blesses you and helps some of you to be more effective in your day, then I am thankful that I can do that for you. So first things first, every morning my husband and I fix our bed. He had already fixed his side and was out in the living room having his devotions. I heard once that if you want to be successful in life, then the first place to start is to learn how to fix your beds and teach your children how to fix their beds. After that, I usually spend about a half hour reading my Bible, journaling, and praying before we get the children up at 7. Sometimes if we get up late for some reason, I will do my devotion time later in the day, but it is always harder to get that in later, so I try my best to do it in the morning. After that, I head into the bathroom and brush my teeth and make sure to rejuvenate my face with some nourishing, healthy skincare. I'm using the Probiotic facial wash to cleanse my face, and right after that, I spray on some amazing Probiotic facial mist. I pat that all over my face and let it dry. And after that, I put on the anti-aging oil serum. I absolutely love this product, especially in the winter time when my skin is dry, or it really helps to keep my face moisturized. For my eyes, I have a collagen eye cream. It helps with puffiness and dark circles. So I just gently pat that around my eyes and gently pull my skin upwards. Last, I put on my daily dose of vitamin C face cream. I love this face cream. And I put it all over my face and my neck, and it always leaves my skin feeling so rejuvenated after I have done these steps. I have the link to all these products below, so you are more than welcome to check them out. If you do place an order on the link below, you will also be automatically placed in a drawing for free products that I do the last week of every month. Next, I change and head over to my makeup station and the place where I sometimes do my social media output. I love having that desk where I can organize my work and get my makeup done. I know a lot of you don't use makeup, but it has become a daily routine for me. Sometimes I just put on a little bit of foundation, some blush and mascara, and I am good to go. But I always try to do a little because I feel more prepared and ready for the day if I do a little bit. This morning, I'm doing a little bit more just to show you what I often use. I know that some of you love step-by-step instructions, so this is the video for you. First, I will put on some primer. I used to not use primer, but it has spoiled me now because my foundation goes on so much more silkier and smoother. For my foundation, I use liquid foundation, and I am using 2 shades right now because in the winter time, my skin is a tad lighter, so I am mixing the shade Cashmere and Maple. Maple is a darker tan shade, and Cashmere is a light neutral. For my eyeshadow, I am using the Java Obsession in the eyeshadow palette Trio. They have 3 different shades of these trios, and one is called Northern Lights and the other is called Cocoa Confection. And I have all 3 of them, and sometimes I mix and match my shades because if you know me, I don't always go by the book. I love trying out new colors. Next, I am filling in my brows with the dark brow pomade. They also have a medium shade. What I have found out that works best for me is to have a very firm eyebrow brush and then outline the bottom of my brows first. Then I gently fill my brows in and leave the very front of my brows last so that I can just use the excess that I have on my brush to fill in the front of my brows so that they look more natural. I have this Baked Sugar and Spice bronzer and highlighter palette duo that I truly love. I actually mix the bronzer and highlighter together and it gives me a soft glow underneath my cheekbones. Then right above where I put on the bronzer, I will gently, with light fluffy brush strokes, put on my favorite blush, which is in the color Hibiscus. And I will gently fluff the brush on top of my forehead, on my chin, and a little bit on my nose, just to kind of blend everything together. Of course, to finish off the look, I need some mascara, and I love the Sheer Volume Mascara. Last, I set my makeup look with the Set and Refresh Facial Mist, and I am done. These products are all natural and you can find them all on the link that I have in the description box. The last thing I needed to do to get ready for the day was fix my hair. Now, some of you might be thinking, how in the world can she spend this long on herself? But actually, I can do this all in a very short amount of time and it just makes me feel good about myself. So the hairstyle I chose for today was not necessarily the most flattering one, but I needed it out of my face, so I decided on this one. I brushed my hair out and then I parted it on the side, and then I made a very small French braid on my one side and pinned it back with a bobby pin. I gently pulled on the braid to loosen it up a bit, and then I pulled everything back on a side pony and pulled on my hair to loosen my hair all around my head. Very rarely do I do a slick back look because I think it doesn't look as good on me. Then I loosely twisted up my hair in a soft ball and used another hairband to gently put around my hair bun to loosely secure it. Next, I placed bobby pins where I thought they were needed to hold my bun in place. Last, I gently curled my front pieces of hair that I had pulled out for a finished look. And so now I am ready for the day. We wake the children early enough so that they have time to brush their teeth and have morning devotions before they come upstairs. And once they are upstairs, everyone gets morning hugs and kisses and the day gets fully started. Every morning, I also take vitamins and a pink drink full of probiotics. It's 3 different products called a Triplex, and it has definitely helped me with my gut issues. I don't have any more bloating issues like I used to have. And these are also in the description box below. The children all usually help me with breakfast, setting the table and cleaning out the dishwasher, etc. And Joas usually actually reads to us as we get breakfast prepared, and he's been reading the books called Heroes of Faith, and he's reading about Robert Moffat right now. So it's always interesting every morning as he reads and we get breakfast ready. Couple times a week, we only have cereal for breakfast to give me a break, and also because we're doing school. But this morning was the morning for me to cook, so I made some quick oatmeal, cottage cheese, and egg pancakes in the blender, and we had some leftover baked potatoes in the fridge that Avalon chopped up to saute. Also, Avalon is our coffee barista, so she always makes Joas and I a cup of coffee in the morning, which is such a blessing. I am off caffeine right now just to help my adrenals heal, but I will sometimes have a decaf. After breakfast, I immediately started my day by getting the dishes and kitchen all cleared away. I can think better in a clean kitchen. And Justin and Joas went outside to work on building our garage, while Ethan took a turn in teaching the children, which helps me so much if we are having an extra busy day. We try to start school at 8 o'clock in the morning, and usually by noon they are done, with a 15-minute break in between where they can get some fresh air. That just seems to work best for us, because then we have the whole afternoon to do some housework and also have some fun. I've often noticed how if we start school later in the morning, it just seems to drag on most of the day. So we try to keep a pretty rigid schedule on that. Every day that I'm at home, I will always have scheduled in some house cleaning. So today was bathroom cleaning day, and I tackled both of our bathrooms as fast as I could. These are Avalon's facial products that I got for her since she is in her teens. They are especially formulated for acne-prone skin, so I wanted to put her on that before she even struggles with it. And it is the tea tree oil line. I was done with my cleaning, I needed some fresh spelt flour for some baking that I wanted to do, so I needed to grind some. Well, I've got a lot of my morning work done, and as you can tell, I have like a whole list today. A whole list of things that I want to get done, and I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible for you guys, that you see exactly kind of how my days usually operate. And you know, it depends. If I come home from a trip, we might wake up later and everything might be done later, you know, but this is what I'm showing you today is basically how I operate day to day. I always get some house cleaning done. We always do school, and of course I always make a lot of meals, and So yeah, what you see is basically what I do on a normal basis. But you know, of course, there's some things like I'm going to be taking the children to the library just for a little outing. And of course, I don't do that every day. I'm going to be picking up groceries today. Just, you know, but that's every day looks different, but it's still kind of orchestrated the same, if you know what I mean. So because I'm going to take the children to the library soon, they're going to be done with school very soon. And then they have a couple house cleaning jobs. And then I'm going to take them to the library, and then we're going to go pick up some groceries. I just did a pickup order, which is so nice. So nice, instead of walking around the store and, you know, looking for groceries. And I tend to spend less if I do a pickup order. But because I'm going to be gone part of the afternoon, I'm going to prep for some dinner already. So I'm actually going to be making, excuse me, a pumpkin cake. And you have seen me make that cake a few times. So I will just link the video below of this cake that I made before. It's like a healthier cake. It takes only honey and for sweetener, and I use spelt flour, so I make it healthier if possible. I love making desserts, so I try to make them healthier for us as a family. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is making the cake. And then I'm also taking a whole chicken out of the freezer and putting it in the Instapot for a couple hours, and it'll be nice and ready for dinner. And I'll have maybe some potato wedges on the side, maybe a salad. We'll see.
Christ will walk along been there. Jesus, Jesus, you are always there. Jesus, Jesus, we surrender everything. We bring.
Yesterday I made a huge pot of chicken, rice, and lentil soup, and I still have some left over, so this is what they'll have for lunch. I just am heating it up, and they'll have some bowls of soup before we take off for the library.
Yay, we are heading for the library. Woohoo!
And on the way back, we're gonna get some steamers, so that's fun.
I told them we'll get a drink or a steamer or something, whatever they want. So just kind of doing like a little field trip thing, since we haven't done anything yet since we started school. So that's what we're doing. So while the children are looking at books and doing some crafts and stuff here in the library, I'm gonna spend some time messaging all my customers who ordered through my link in Lemongrass Spa. I message everyone personally, and then I also give a follow-up message just to see if they have any questions, they need any help. So that's what I'll be doing right now, just doing some messaging, and just want to say I'm so thankful for all my customers in Lemongrass Spa and also all my consultants. I just appreciate you so much. A lot of you just want it for personal use, just for the discount, but some of you are pursuing business with it, and I am here to help you. We do phone calls, we do texts, whatever you prefer. So I just want to say I'm very grateful for all of you. Also, another thing that I did want to mention is that I am on Instagram. My name is also Chloe Avalon on Instagram, so you can find me there. I actually probably post 3 to 4 times a week, and I post a lot on my stories, just kind of daily stuff. So if you want to know more what's going on a daily basis, you can join me on Instagram, but I try to stay off of social media at least 2 to 3 days a week. So just want to let you know that. Okay, the back seat is full of groceries. And now we're gonna head and get some
Steamers!
Yep, steamers. Okay, we got something to drink. What did you get, Chloe?
I got a white chocolate steamer.
And I got a caramel steamer.
Me too.
Yep, they both got caramels. All right, now we're gonna head home. So here's just a little overhaul of my weekly grocery shopping. I try to go only once a week, and of course the usuals: milk, eggs. We eat a lot of eggs. and sour cream, heavy whipping cream, some crackers, some bread. Sometimes I just want bread on hand just in case I don't have time to make some. And some 7th generation disinfecting, like surface cleaner that I use for bathrooms and stuff. Some bags. I always like to get a couple different kinds of fruits and veggies. Here's some purple cabbage and some limes. We love to have that with fish tacos and some avocados. And here's some sweet potatoes that I'm actually going to put in the steamed potatoes for tonight. And just some lettuce. Some chicken thighs. I already have a few, but I needed to get a few more for a full meal. So that's my weekly shopping. One thing my husband and I started doing is having a weekly meeting, which has served us so well. There are always those things that we never have a chance to talk about, and then when we finally do, it's usually late at night, and sometimes your conversations tend to not go so well when you are super tired. So we set up a weekly meeting that works for both of us, and it usually lasts maybe about an hour. So during the week, we will just start a list of some of the things that we want to talk about, and then we talk about them in the meeting. And we always start off our meeting by complimenting each other, which helps start off our meeting super well. I would definitely recommend this for couples who have children and who have multiple businesses. It really helps so much, especially with communication.
Thank you, Jesus, for that scooter dog. And thank you, it's been connected to the library. It's a really good seat, huh? And thank you, it's dedicated.
Justin and Ethan were still not home from their flight lessons, so we just ate without them, and we just saved food for them after they got home. And that cake was definitely a hit. Everybody loved it. And then after dinner, after we got the dishes washed, we played some games, and it was Chloe's turn to pick. Every evening we take turns picking what we want to do. And sometimes we pick a movie, other times they pick games, and that night Chloe picked a lot of games. She had a list of games that we were going to play. And so we had an enjoyable evening together playing different games. And don't even ask me what this game is called. I don't know. It's a super simple game, but I do not remember the name of the game. But we played that game, and then we played Where Are All My Sheep? Because she wanted to play that. And then the boys came home, and they got to have some dinner. And then just before we go to bed, we always sing like 1 or 2 songs together, and we pray together. But I actually didn't put that in the video, but that is how we end our evenings as a family. And then we all head to bed. So you all, I am here at the ending of my video, and of course my nightly routine is just brushing my teeth, and I washed my hair that night, but I don't wash it every night. And then I wash my face with the Probiotic wash and mist again, and then I just use these 2 products right now. They are a natural alternative to retinol, and they are called Bakuchiol. It's a hard name to say, but it is a serum, and then it's a cloud cream, and it has felt so beautiful on my face, especially just before I go to bed. So those are the things I do before I head to bed. And now we are at the close of the video, and I just want to tell you all, thank you so much for watching this. If you have watched it to the end, I appreciate you, and I pray the Lord's blessing over your life.